Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am so excited to do this video. I have been doing it for I think the last 2 years, and I am talking about the 2015 Best in Beauty video, and I was so excited to pull some of these things out. There were some products that I totally forgot about that I'm so excited to use again. I am going to be showing you all of my favorites from 2015. I have majority of them are just makeup. I have just a few skincare and a perfume in here that I wanted to mention. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with primers. I don't even remember if in 2014 I was big on primers, but this year I was so into primers because I saw how much of a difference it made in my makeup routine. So the first one that I wanted to mention is by Too Faced, and this is the Hangover RX Primer, and I will be doing close-ups of most of these products so you guys can see it and you're not blinded by the light. But the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer, I have used almost all of this. It's almost gone. This primer is so hydrating. That is why I love this primer. It is silicone free. It's got coconut water, electrolytes, and probiotics. It just sounds amazing to put on your face. So this is one that I have been loving. I haven't found anything as good as this. So this is a really good one. And then the next one is by Makeup Forever. This is the Step 1 Smoothing Primer, and this is just a little baby size. I cannot do my makeup without applying this. I used to use the Benefit Professional, but I find that this is even better than that. It definitely minimizes the look of pores and fine lines, and it just makes your makeup glide on. So this is such a good product to put on before foundation. Two foundations that I discovered. One is by NARS, and I know there were a bunch of mixed reviews on this foundation, but I absolutely fell in love with this, especially because I have dry skin. This is the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and the color I have it in is Syracuse. It's the medium dark one, and this is a super luminous foundation. If you have oily skin, you will hate this, but I actually love this foundation. It just makes my face look glowy and fresh, and I've just really been liking it. I love the frosted glass bottle, and it's really performed well. I haven't had any breakouts or anything with this foundation, so this has been a staple in my routine. And then another foundation that I liked was the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now, this one I have to work with because it provides full coverage, but it's not as dewy or luminous as the NARS foundation. This is a little bit more matte, so I do have to put like a drop of beauty oil or something in there just to kind of make it a little bit smoother to go on my skin so it doesn't cling to any dry patches, but the coverage on this is phenomenal. I really, really like this one. And the color I have it in is golden. As far as concealers go, if you have watched any of my videos last year, you will know that these are the only two concealers that I have been using, and they are by Urban Decay, and they're the Naked Skin Concealer. It's the Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I have not used any other concealer since I have gotten these. They are just so hydrating underneath the eyes. They don't crease or anything. I do set it with a powder, which I am going to show you, but they just perform so well. They glide on evenly. They're easy to spread like with your beauty blender. They are just so smooth. It's so easy to work with. I have two colors. I have medium light, which I use to highlight with. Really like this one, and then the medium dark is for right underneath my eyes to conceal any dark circles. I love the coverage that it gives. This is not cakey. I just cannot say enough good things about this concealer. Now what I use to set the concealer is the Ben Nye Banana Powder. This is the Banana Luxury Powder. I have used this for years, and this is my tried and true powder to set my under eyes with. I never have any creasing or anything, and this is the powder that I use to bake with. Baking is something I started not long ago, maybe like 6 months ago, and it has just performed so well. This is a really finely milled powder. I use the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge to apply the powder, and it just goes on really well. You really don't see any kind of white cast or anything in pictures either. So I really, really love this. You guys, if you have yellow undertones in your skin, I think you will really, really love this. Let's see, moving on to my contour. I have been using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is the best contour palette that I have found. I've tried the Anastasia, the Smashbox, and a few other ones. I've even tried the Kevyn Aucoin, and nothing beats this powder. Now, I specifically stick to just these two powders down here. This one I use all the time religiously to contour my nose and my cheekbones. And then this one in the middle I will use to bronze up my face and just warm it up. But this is such a good contour color because it's not a warm brown, it's a cool tone brown, pulls a little bit more gray, so it really provides that shadow that you're looking for when you're contouring. It is just a really, really good powder to work with. It's not splotchy when you apply it. It just really performs well, and I love this. I do like this banana shade in here too, but since I have that loose version, I just grabbed for that more. And then this highlight is really pretty too. I don't really use the last two just because this is too dark for my skin tone, and I don't really know how to use that peach tone. I haven't really messed with it much, but these two down here are good. Moving on to some blushes. I have my blushes in this Z palette, so I'm going to pull it out and just show you the ones I love. This one is one of my favorites. This is Gingerly. This is just a really nice, it's like a warm toned brown. It's got a little bit of apricot in there, so I really, really like that one. Another one that I liked is this one. And this is Margin, and this is a rose gold blush. This is beautiful. If you want to have something subtle, you don't want to have a lot of highlighter on, this is really nice to pop on because it adds a little bit of sheen and color to your cheeks. And then the other one I like is this one, and this is called Sunbask. This is similar to Margin, except it's a little bit deeper, a little bit more bronzy. And this also has a light sheen to it, but it's definitely more bronze. And I just love these colors, especially for my skin tone. So those are the MAC blushes I like. I don't know if I mentioned, those are all from MAC. And then another blush that I have loved for years is by NARS. I have a hard time finding this. It's not on Sephora's website, I don't believe. But I'm sure you can get it somewhere. This is Taj Mahal. Looking at it in the pan, it is so scary because it looks just like a burnt orange, and it is really, really pigmented. I will probably never get through this, like my whole lifetime. I will probably have the same one, but I just love this, especially if you have warmer skin tone. This just complements you guys so well. I really, really have been loving this. Moving on to eyeshadow. I got this palette towards the end of the year almost. I mean, I think I've had it for a few months, but this is the Morphe 35O palette, and ever since I have gotten this, I have not been grabbing for anything else because everything I need is in this palette, especially for every day. I mean, it's got all the matte browns that I would need, transition colors, really pretty colors for the lid. And I could even use some of these to highlight with. I just think this is such an amazing palette. This is $22, I believe, on the Morphe site. And they have a bunch of palettes like this, and the quality is amazing. So I've really been liking this palette. Alright, so for highlighters, I can't do a video without talking about this one. This is the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop, the collaboration that Jaclyn Hill did with her. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous champagne gold highlighter. It is more peach toned, and this complements so many skin tones, and I don't have a highlighter that's really similar to this. I do have one that's close in color, but the quality of this is so creamy and buttery, and it just glides on your skin, and it is just beautiful. So the other two that I have are Drugstore or the Price's Drugstore. The next one I'm going to show you is by ColourPop, and this is in Wisp. And I actually hit pan on this. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is more of a cream highlighter. So I apply this with the Beauty Blender. This is absolutely gorgeous. And I believe these are $8 if I'm not mistaken. So they're super affordable on the ColourPop website. Now this one is probably my favorite thing that I've gotten from the drugstore. I use this all the time. And this is the Wet n Wild. It's the Fergie collection highlighter in Hollywood Boulevard. I know I've talked about this a ton. And here is what the highlighter looks like. Whenever you mix all those colors together, it's a really pretty gold. There's more gold in there than there is pink and brown, so the gold pulls definitely more. And this is just super buttery, creamy, and this is like a high-end quality in my opinion. I've done a video with some dupes that I showed, high-end dupes, and I did feature this as well. So I'll put the link down below if you guys want to watch that. But this is just a really nice, affordable highlighter from the drugstore. This is $5, and the quality is so good. So that is the highlighter from the drugstore. Another powder that I wanted to mention, this is a powder that I use when I want to set my foundation, especially if I'm wearing something that's a little bit dewy and luminous and I kind of want to prevent it from looking oily. I will sometimes put a small amount of this over it. So this is the powder that I use to set my foundation. I apply the tiniest amount because I still like to look dewy and glowy, so I don't like to look matte. I just apply a little bit of this. But this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Radiant Light. What I love about this powder is when you put it on, it doesn't make you look matte. It actually makes you look luminous. There are tiny, tiny flecks of glitter in here, but you can't see it once it's on your face. It just really adds a nice glow to your face. This again is a good powder if you are on the drier side and you want to set your foundation but you don't want to look completely matte. I would definitely recommend trying this powder out. Alright, so for my eyebrows, this is going to be a no-brainer. I have used this for years, and this is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I get it in the color Ebony. And I haven't found anything that's comparable. I have used the Anastasia Brow Wiz, the pencil. I've used the NYX one. I think NYX even has like a pomade like this, but this literally lasts all day long. Like once you apply it and it's set, it doesn't go anywhere. And it just makes your brows look more defined. And I just love the way it goes on. This has been my tried and true for years now, so definitely gonna give a shout out to that. Alright, so for lip products, a few lip balms that I wanted to mention. One is by Bobbi Brown, and this is just a lip balm that my friend got me. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I've used a ton of this. This is just a really good lip balm that is super hydrating. I noticed that when I put this on, I can go hours without needing to apply anything else. It just makes my lips feel moisturized. This is super thick, so I would recommend putting this on at night if you're not used to wearing lip balms during the day, but this is super, super hydrating, especially if you put it on at night and go to sleep. You wake up with the softest lips. So this is by Bobbi Brown. This is something I will be repurchasing when it's gone. And the other one, I mentioned this, I think, in my last Best in Beauty or the one before it. But this is by Christian Dior. This is the Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. And the reason I love this is because the scent is really, really amazing. It's sweet mint scent. And I just love the smell of that. If you guys don't like mint, you won't like this. But I love this. I just have the tiniest amount left. I'm kind of sad about that. But whenever you put this on, it makes your lips have like a healthy pink glow to your lips. Like you just look fresh and awake, and I just really, really like that about this. The other ones are clear, but this does have a little bit of a pink tint to it. So I love wearing this in the mornings when I'm trying to wake up and look alive. I love popping this on. Alright, so I have a ton of lip products, so we're going to try to go through them fairly quickly. A lot of the colors are pretty similar because I stick to the same shade usually, especially for everyday wear, but these are the colors that I'm most comfortable in. So I want to start off with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip products, and the two that I have, this one that's like a grayish toned nude is called Trap. I use this to put in the center of lipsticks just to lighten it up, or if I want to do an ombre effect, I use this, and this is called Trap. And then the other one I like is called Tool, and this is just a rosy mauve color. Love these two, and these I believe are $6, so you cannot beat that. These are so amazing. The quality is really great too. The one I have on today, and the one that I like to wear the most around the fall and winter time, is the Kat Von D Lolita. And this is more of a dusty mauve. This is a little bit deeper than the Tool. I just love this. This definitely pulls more purple on me, but I just love the way it looks. This is what I have on today. I just think it's so flattering for medium to olive skin tones. And then another ColourPop. This is a lippy stick. This is in the shade Lumiere. This was Kathleen Light's collaboration that she did with them. Again, this kind of reminds me of the Lolita, but it's more, it pulls more mauve to me and a little bit more rosy, so it's more pinkish mauve. It's not as deep as the Lolita, and I really like this. I like the lippy sticks because they're really moisturizing. They're not as dry as the liquid lipsticks. Another one from Bite Beauty. This is, again, in like the little pencil form. This is a mauve color, but this pulls definitely more purple. This is like a purple grayish tone on my lips, and it is just a very unique color that I wasn't sure I would like, but I paired this and the Trap together, and it gives me the best color combination. I really love this shade as well. A few lip liners. One is by Jordana, and this is called Rockin' Rose, which is a dusty rose color. And then the other one is Whirl by MAC. I need to sharpen it, but this is more of a nudie mauve, in my opinion, if you guys can see it. These two are similar. The Rockin' Rose pulls a little bit more pink. And then for the final lip product, this is the Bare Minerals Marvelous Moxie, and this is a lip gloss in the shade Rebel. This is a baby pink lip gloss. When it goes on, it's not as pink as it is in the tube. I just love this for every day. Like it doesn't matter what kind of makeup I have on, I can throw this on and I know it's gonna go, just because it's so versatile and it's a nudie pink, and I feel like that goes with pretty much any look. I love the way these last. They are a little bit sticky, and again, they have the same mint scent as the Christian Dior lip balm, which I don't mind. I actually love that, so really love this lip gloss. Alright, so a few skincare products. This is by Tatcha. This is the Soothing Triple Recovery Cream. It's called Indigo. I discovered this, I want to say a few months ago. Long story short, I was getting a ton of dryness right around my cheeks, and I wasn't sure what it was. I had tried everything from oils to coconut oil to all this skincare stuff, and nothing was working, and I wasn't sure what was happening, but I felt like it was a little bit of like eczema or rosacea. Like, I really wasn't sure. So I tried this Indigo cream, and this is specifically designed to help with rosacea and eczema particularly. So I went ahead and tried it, and this has, I believe, an oatmeal concentrate in it that's supposed to help with eczema. Oh, it's for eczema and psoriasis, but I think for me it was eczema, and this saved my skin. You can see that it has this baby blue tint to it, and this is so thick when you put it on. It's literally, I mean, you can tell like whenever I flip it over, nothing's coming out. The cream is so thick, but you need the tiniest amount. When you put it on, you're literally rubbing for a good minute to just get it to absorb. So I think that's really what helped. My skin has not been dry like that ever since I started using this. I mean, even after 2 days of using this, my skin got better. So if you guys are experiencing any dryness, any flakiness, I would definitely invest in this because this has saved my skin. Now for makeup remover, the only thing that I've used that's worked has been this Lancome makeup remover, and it's the double action eye makeup remover. And I really just use it for my eye makeup because if I use waterproof mascara or eyeliner, then this is the only thing that gets it off. I need the smallest amount. Sometimes I use it you know, for my face if I need to get like liquid lipsticks off, and this works great for that. Now the last thing I want to show you is my perfume, and I'm gonna look up what the notes are because I'm horrible at describing the scent. Okay, so the perfume I wanted to mention is by Nest, and this is the White Sandalwood perfume, and I love this perfume. This was something that I bought, it's probably been a good year now that I've had this, and when I initially sprayed it on, I didn't like it, and I found that I have to spray it, and just after an hour or two, it starts to smell really good. So initially, I'm not a big fan, but after it's on my skin for about a good hour, it is so, so good. So it says white Indian sandalwood is blended with creamy almond, white musk, and exotic spices. This is a strong scent, but this has been my favorite scent for the whole year. I really like it. And for me, it kind of smells clean. I mean, the creamy almond and white musk come through, but to me, it smells clean, especially after it's been on your skin for a little while. It's not sweet or anything like that. Like, it doesn't smell like candy or anything because I'm not really into that, but this one has been one of my favorites, so I suggest smelling it if you guys go to Sephora. I really, really love this. Alright guys, I think that is all of my favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so happy that I pulled out all these products because there were some things that I had forgotten about, and I'm really excited to use them again. So I hope you all had a wonderful 2015. I can't wait to see what's in store for 2016. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!